Are you curious about the facts behind Candace Owens' statements on Israel and Leo Frank? Let's dive in. Candace Owens recently stated that Israel is a safe haven for pedophiles.
Looking further to that, first and foremost is the fact that Israel, as an example, for people that feel this pull to defend this country on the basis of the fact that you're Jewish, Israel right now is a safe haven for pedophiles. Okay? I don't care where you stand on any political issue, if you're a Democrat or Republican, we should all be outraged that we are sending our dollars overseas to a country that is protecting pedophiles. So we're talking about men like Leo Frank who rape little girls, know that they can go, if they're Jewish, they can go to Israel and they'll be provided a safe haven. Now I'm going to show you two articles that are going to substantiate that claim because people will say, what are you talking? No, it's 1000% true. Here is an article, CBS News, how Jewish American pedophiles hide from justice in Israel. Here's another article, the Jerusalem Post. Tens of thousands of pedophiles operate in Israel every year.
Has approved the extradition of sex crime suspect Malka Leifer to Australia. Leifer was the former principal of an ultra-Orthodox Australian day school and is wanted on 74 sexual assault charges, including rape, at the institution.
CBS this morning, we have a follow-up on a CBS News investigation from last year. It's a very disturbing issue. Child abuse suspects in this country who fled to Israel. Now, one of those suspects, his name is Gershon Kranzer, was returned to New York City just yesterday to face the charges after more than a decade in Israel. He is accused of molesting two female relatives. One of them was just 6 years old at the time.
A long wait for justice.
At least it took nearly 2 decades, but today, a woman who was raped as a teenager finally got to face the man who police say attacked her. His name is Moshe Journo. Investigators say the former Dormont business owner assaulted her in 2004 at a tanning salon. Then he took off for Israel. It wasn't until 2019 that investigators were able to bring him back to face charges.
Some American pedophiles have fled to Israel, but Israel requires criminal background checks for immigrants and complies with extradition treaties to send offenders back. Owens also claims Leo Frank was a pedophile.
Over the weekend, the ADL decided to issue a tweet celebrating a dead pedophile and murderer. That individual's name, and I can show you that tweet, his name was Leo Frank. They tweeted this: tomorrow marks 109 years since Leo Frank was lynched by a hate-filled mob in Georgia after being falsely accused and unjustly convicted of murder in a trial marred by antisemitism. And they then lie and said that he was finally pardoned in 1986. And they lie only in that it signals to the public that he was not actually a pedophile.
The lawyer for one of the star witnesses against Frank is convinced he made a horrible mistake.
Horrible, convicting an innocent man. His own client, star witness Jim Conley's language is in those notes, the lawyer came to believe. And if Frank did not compose them, Jim Conley did, he thought, and he's the murderer. Undo the wrong that I have helped do. The language is all about sex. Play and lay and love were Conley's common words for sexual intercourse, even rape, the lawyer concluded. Those sensational doubts sent to the governor, who also doubted Frank's conviction, commuted his death sentence. That caused an angry mob to kidnap Frank from prison and lynch him.
Steve Oney, who is the recognized expert in this case, actually calls it an act of state-sponsored terrorism. The state, from all different levels, was in on the lynching of Leo.
This is false. Frank was wrongly convicted due to anti-Semitism. Author Jeffrey Melnick and historian John Higham highlight that Frank's innocence is widely accepted. Frank's case, marred by social tensions and racial prejudice, led to the creation of the Anti-Defamation League and has been exploited by neo-Nazis and anti-Semites. Get the facts straight. Don't let misinformation cloud your judgment.